Hello dear kids, today in this video we are going to start reading of chapter number 2 from our book Footprints Without Feet for class 10th English. This is chapter number 2 and the name of the chapter is The Thief's Story and the author is Ruskin Bond. So as we have seen the introduction of this chapter in the last video where we saw that a young boy makes friends with Anil with Anil trusts him completely and employs him. Does the boy betray his trust? So the story is about a 15 years old boy, or we can say thief, who changes his name every month to stay ahead of the police and old employers. This time he kept his name Hari Singh. The other person in the story is a 25 years old writer named Anil. And the thief meets Anil and asks him if he can work for him. So the story unfolds on how the thief betrays Anil by committing a theft but retracts later on. So let's start the story, and this is the first page of the story you can see on your screen. So please open your book with the chapter The Thief's Story, chapter number 2. And this is in your supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet. So the thief's story, and here the young boy makes friends with Anil. Anil trusts him completely and employs him. Does the boy betrays his trust? So what we have to read and find out here in the chapter, that who does I refer to in the story? What is he a fairly successful hand at? What does he get from Anil in return for his work? Clear? So let's start today's story. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So the story starts from the main point where the two main characters of the story meet, right? So this we will study. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind and simple enough for my purpose. I had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So as I told you, the starting of the story is from the meeting of the two characters, Anil and the thief, whose name is Hari Singh. Actual name is not Hari Singh, but this time he is using this name Hari Singh, right? So the thief, he's saying I here, so that's why I is who? The narrator of the story, who is thief, and here he is named as Hari Singh, right? So the thief says that according to him, he was a pretty good at stealing, right? Easy going, and he was a very pretty good at stealing. When he is talking about Anil, that Anil was watching a wrestling match when he met him, when he approached him, and he is giving the description of this boy. Anil also was 25 years old young man. He was a tall, lean and easygoing man, right? And you look a bit wrestler yourself. I had a little flattery helps in making friends, right? So this is what this actually this is the line, this is the first line of introduction. Actually this is the first sentence of the introduction which the narrator Hari Singh, how he started his introduction with him, right? So he told him that he commented on Anil that he looks like a wrestler. So he said a little flattery helps in making friends, and he said that to win his confidence by flattering him, because he thought, he believes that with the flattery he can just he can get the confidence, or he can win the confidence of the other man, right? So this is there in this paragraph. Let's see. So you do, he replied, which put me off for a moment, because at this time I was rather thin. So he said, when he said that you look like a wrestler. So he said that that even the thief also looked like a wrestler, like you also look, means to Hari Singh, Anil said that you also look like a wrestler. So which offended him as he was very thin at that time. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. So the thief modestly replied that he did wrestle a bit sometimes. Clear? So what is your name? Hari Singh, I lied. So when Anil asked the name to the narrator, and that time he lied because original name was not Hari Singh, right? So at that time he lied that his name is what? His name is Hari Singh, he is telling us here. So he told his name Hari Singh, he introduced himself as Hari Singh. I lied, I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. So here he is saying that why he keep on changing his names every month, because he wants to escape to the police and his ex-employers also, right? After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. Hello again, he said. I gave my most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said. So here, as Anil was leaving actually, right, because he said that I don't know about wrestling and all that. So Anil was about to leave when the narrator again approached him, asking him that he wanted to work for him directly now, he said, right, because his main motive was to loot, was to rob him, right. But here he said because he was doing a little bit of flattery to win his faith actually. So that's why he said that I want to work for you. And the narrator once again approached, means he, Hari Singh, approached once again with the most appealing smile that he could give, and he gave that smile, and I gave the most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said. So what was the reaction of Anil on this? Let's see. I thought that over a minute perhaps I had misjudged my man. Here I am reading in the first line. I thought that over a minute perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, can you feed me? Right. So here he is saying misjudged means, what is the meaning of misjudged? Means to make a wrong opinion or the conclusion about someone, right. So here he is saying that he had not expected this reply and thought to himself that he has misjudged Anil, and he thought that Anil had a lot of money, because earlier he thought, right. So can you feed me, he asked. So if he asked if you could feed me, so I am ready to work for you. I can cook, I lied again, and at this point he lied again, right. And when he asked, when Anil asked, can you cook? So he said yes, I can cook. And this point he is saying that I again lied, and he said yes, I can cook. Then if you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. He took me to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible, because Anil gave it to stray dogs and told me to be off. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. So this is very interesting here, that how he just make his place there at Anil's home. So where he is saying that he lied, and Anil took him to his home, right, and he said if you can cook, so okay, I could feed you. So both of them went to Anil's room, right, and here they are telling the address where it was. So please make it just underline it. It was over the Jamna Sweets. Clear? So he said that Anil took me to his room, and it was over Jamna Sweet shop, right, and Anil gave it and he cooked the meal also, right. So when they reached home, so Anil told Hari Singh that you could sleep in the balcony, right, and he cooked the meal also that night, means the dinner also that night. And he is telling here that the dinner he cooked that day was terrible. How he come to know? Because Anil had give that dinner to stray dogs, right? And when he realized that this man Hari Singh cannot cook, so he told him that you should leave because you cannot cook, right? So, but Hari Singh decided to stay there only, right? And he was smiling in the most appealing way, he is saying, and he could not help laughing. So he was laughing, he was continuously laughing and looking at him. Later, he patted me on the head and said, "Never mind, he would teach me to cook." Now, he said that it's okay if you don't know how to cook, then I'll teach you how to cook, right? So, after some time, he said that he told me that he would teach him how to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences, to add numbers. I was grateful. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So, here Hari Singh here is saying in this paragraph that Hari Singh that Anil taught him, not only he taught him only to cook food, but he also taught him to write his name. And very soon he told that very soon he would teach him how to write down sentences also and how to add the numbers also. Clear? So Hari was very grateful, right? He was very thankful. Just check the spelling of grateful. It says Grateful, right? Some people are in habit to write down Great, but that is wrong. It's grateful, right? To show the gratitude, to do the thanks for something. So I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit for what I could achieve. So here actually Anil is planning that if he knew how to write, how to learn, how to study, right, how to do, so it will there will be no limits of his work once he knew how to study, how to write his name, how to do the calculations and all that. So it was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit about ₹1. I think he knew I made a little money. Now, so he is telling about his work now, that he used to make tea for him in the morning and then he used to go to buy the groceries for the day. And here he is telling one thing, that a profit, he usually makes the profit of about a day, about ₹1. So when he just bought the groceries, he saved ₹1 and he would this was his everyday's work actually, right? And that was the money of Anil, right, which he used to give him for the daily groceries. But Hari Singh used to save ₹1 from that, and Anil knew that he took a rupee every day, but he did not mind about that, right? So next is Anil made money by fits and starts. He would borrow one week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check, but as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make living. Now, he is telling us about the income of Anil, right? So, how he said that, how with fits and starts. Fits and start here means what? Fits and start means, not working on something consistently. So, that is what? Fits and start. So, here Anil is saying that, Hari Singh is saying that Anil did not have any regular income, right? And he used to earn money by doing different activities. He did not have any fixed job actually, and the narrator says that Anil used to be worried about his paychecks all the time, but as soon as he would receive a check, he would go out with his friends and celebrate, right? And it seems he wrote for magazines. So here Hari Singh is saying us that I think his profession is he used to write for magazines, right? He is a writer. One evening he came home with small bundle of notes saying He had just sold a book to a publisher. At night I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So here is what. Now one day, right, that he came home in one evening or one day. I am talking about Anil here. He came home with some of the money and he told Hari that he had just sold a book to a publisher, right? And before sleeping, he put that money under the mattress, and Hari saw him putting the money there because he was a thief, right? So let's see what happened next. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So here Anil is saying that he had working for Anil for almost a month, and he had not cheated him apart from making that 1 rupee daily, right? Because he used to take from the groceries that 1 rupee. So after instead of cheating that 1 rupee, he did not do much with him. So he's saying that it is the time, because he knew that he's having a packet of notes under his mattress. So that time this boy Hari Singh, actually he had every chance to steal, as Anil had given him the keys of his room as well, and he could go anytime, he could come anytime, wherever he wishes, and whatever he wants to do he could do. Clear? And this is why it was so difficult to rob him. But here one line I have left here. So I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So one thing he is telling us that Hari, the most trusted Hari had been trusted upon by anyone else in his life, right? So this thought stopped him from robbing Anil. And that is why it was so difficult to rob him. It's easy to rob a greedy man. Now this is very important paragraph, this one. And this is why it was so difficult to rob him. It is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. But it's difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. Right? So this is very important paragraph here. Now he is saying that he is the man who trusted me, right? And this thought actually stopped him to rob, and he thought that it is easy to rob a greedy man because he has the capability or the money to get robbed, right? And as he knew about what he has lost, but for a careless man like Anil, there was no use of stealing, as they sometimes don't even come to know that they have been robbed. So this is very important, and once again I am explaining this line to you, that he is saying that it is very easy to rob a greedy man because he has the capability of or the money to get robbed, right? But such a man who is careless like Anil, so there was no use to steal such people, because sometimes they even do not know that they have been robbed, right? So that is one of the thing here. Sometimes he does not notice the robbed and all that. So well, and he says that takes the pleasure of robbing. So he will not like this type of robbery. Well, it's time I did some real work. I told myself, I am out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. Now, Hari feels something different to rob him earlier, right? That he is very careless man, so he will not feel good to rob him. Now, Hari Singh feel that feels that when someone does not come to know that he has been robbed, so then there is no fun or there is no pleasure, right, in robbing. But Hari Singh decided that because he had not been, he didn't rob anyone for a long time, so he just justified this, right? He justified his thought, and he thought that if he, did not steal Anil, so he would waste the money on his friends also, because he knew the habit that whenever he got the money, he just celebrate with his friends. So he is thinking that if he did not steal him, or if he does not steal him, so he would waste his this money on his friends. So why not he should steal him? So he also thought that he had a right over the money, as Anil didn't even pay him for such a long time. He was working for him, right, for a long time. So he didn't even pay him, right. So that's why he said he should rob Anil. So this is the explanation of the first part of the story. Rest we will do in the next video. Thank you very much, and try to do the answers which are given on the first page. Thanks.